If there's one thing I've learned in more than 25 years of leaderships, it's this. Trust isn't built by being perfect. It's built by being transparent. Today, I want to share 3 leadership lessons I learned the hard way. Lessons that reshaped how I lead, develop teams, and show up every day with purpose. Lesson 1, people don't trust what you hide. They trust what you're willing to admit. Early in my career, I believed leaders needed to project confidence all the time, even when we weren't sure about the answer. So when challenges came up, I would try to shield the team from uncertainty. I thought I was protecting them. But here's the truth I learned the hard way. When you hide problems, people fill the gaps with fear. I remember a specific moment during a tough quarter in mortgage banking. Volumes were unpredictable, the market was shifting, and my team was very worried. I tried to keep things positive because that's what I thought a leader should do. But my team didn't need positivity. They needed honesty. They needed clarity. When I finally sat down with them and shared exactly what we were up against, openly, transparently, that energy shifted. People asked better questions. They brought solutions I hadn't thought of. They trusted me more, not less. Here's the lesson. Transparency doesn't weaken your leadership. It strengthens your credibility. People don't expect leaders to know everything. They expect leaders to tell the truth. Lesson 2, trust is built in the small moments, not the big ones. Most leaders think trust is built during big presentations, performance reviews, or crisis moments. But what I learned is the opposite. Trust grows in the small, everyday interactions. There was a time when I was leading a highly productive team, hitting numbers, meeting goals, looking great on paper. But something felt off. The energy was low, engagement was slipping. One day, one of my team members came into my office and said, "I don't feel like you see us. I just feel like you see the results." That hit me hard. Not because they were wrong, because they were right. I was so focused on performance that I missed the people behind the performance. So I started a practice, weekly 10-minute check-ins. No agenda, no metrics, just a conversation. And those small interactions changed everything. People opened up. They shared ideas. They felt valued again. The lesson, if you want people to trust you when it matters, you have to consistently show up when things don't matter. Trust is built drip by drip, not all at once. Lesson 3, your team can handle the truth. What they can't handle is silence. There was a period when the company was going through some changes, restructuring, shifting priorities, new leadership levels. And as leaders, we weren't allowed to share all the details yet. But silence creates confusion, and confusion creates fear. So instead of staying quiet, I focused on what I could communicate honestly. What we knew, what we didn't know yet, what we were committed to, and how we would support the team through the change. I didn't pretend, I didn't sugarcoat, I didn't guess. And you know what? People appreciated the transparency more than they cared about the uncertainty. Here's the hard truth I learned. A lack of communication causes more damage than difficult information ever will. Silence makes people feel unimportant. Information, even incomplete information, makes them feel included. Leading with purpose means leading with transparency. Every one of these lessons points back to the same truth. Purpose-driven leadership is rooted in trust, and trust is rooted in transparency. When leaders are honest, even when it's uncomfortable, when leaders show up consistently, even in small ways, when leaders communicate clearly, even when the situation isn't perfect, people follow that. People believe in that. People give their best to that. Because leadership isn't about titles, it's about influence. and influence is earned through trust. So as you lead this week, ask yourself, where can I be more transparent with my team? Where can I communicate sooner, not later? How can I build trust in small ways every single day? Lead with purpose, lead with transparency, and watch your influence grow as we build strong communities. As always, make it a great day.